Not everyone who looks like a victim is actually innocent. Some people use that role to get away with things no one would normally accept. At first, you feel bad for them. Nothing ever seems to go right in their life. They've been used. They've been misunderstood. They've been treated unfairly. So you listen. You support them. You try to be patient with them because it feels like they've already been through enough. But after some time, something starts to feel off. You can't explain it at first. It's just a feeling. Then you start noticing a pattern. Different stories, different people, but somehow, it always ends the same way. They're the victim, and someone else is to blame. An ex, a friend, a coworker, even family. It's never really them. And that's when you start paying closer attention. Because when something goes wrong, they always have a reason. Not a real explanation. Just something that removes responsibility. It wasn't my fault. You made me react like that. I had no choice. And the more you listen, the more it starts to sound the same. Then one day, it happens to you. They hurt you. Not in a loud or obvious way, but enough for you to feel it. So you bring it up. And that's where everything shifts. They don't really apologize. They explain. They defend. They twist small details. And somehow, the focus moves away from what they did. Until you're the one feeling guilty. And you don't even know how it got there. If you try to stand your ground, they change the energy. They get quiet, or distant, or suddenly emotional. Now the conversation isn't about what they did. It's about how hurt they feel. And without realizing it, you start backing down, just to keep the peace. And this is where people get stuck. Because it doesn't feel like manipulation. It feels like you're dealing with someone who's already hurting. So you let things slide, again and again, until you slowly stop trusting your own feelings. And that's the part people don't talk about. The truth is, people who are trying to grow don't run from responsibility. They might struggle. They might make mistakes. But they can admit it. They can learn. They can do better. But someone who lives in that victim role all the time avoids that completely. Because the moment they admit fault, the story they've built about themselves starts to fall apart. So they protect that story, even if it costs relationships. And the damage they cause isn't always loud. Sometimes it's confusion, guilt, second-guessing yourself, feeling like you're the problem, when something inside you knows you're not. And eventually, you start shrinking yourself, just to avoid conflict. And that's when it becomes clear. This was never just about them being hurt. It was about never being held accountable. So when you start to see the pattern, don't ignore it. Take a step back. Create distance. Refuses to take responsibility. And staying close to that kind of behavior will slowly drain you. Protect your peace. Choose your mental health. Because not every situation needs fixing. Sometimes, it just needs distance.